One of the biggest killers in a workshop, as we all know, is lost time. And as we know, once the time's gone, we can never get it back. So, every minute that rolls out the door that you haven't billed out, it's gone forever. So what we've got to do is find some ways that we can improve that lost time in the workshop. There's one good example, and are the parts picked the night before? So, are the ROs printed that afternoon? Are they given to the parts department? Do they pick the parts that night? They're all put in bins, and they're all ready for the techs when they come in the next morning. They grab their RO. If the RO's RO number one, they go and grab bin number one, and they go to work on their vehicle. So it's a very simple process, and if you haven't got it, you probably need to talk to us and we'll show you how to get it. Another problem where techs can cause you problems in losing time is they're not trained enough. So it's not the tech's fault, it just hasn't been trained, it hasn't been skilled enough. So it's really important that you skill your techs up. When there's notices coming out from the manufacturers and bulletins and things on recalls on cars and things, like, do you have a toolbox talk every week in your workshop and bring the guys up to speed with the bulletins and the recalls and things that are happening on the cars at the moment? So again, another way to pick up lost time. Another good question is, are the customer facing staff, are they all trained correctly? Are they doing their job correctly? Can they maximise every opportunity at the front counter? And I mean that, do they get up and do they walk around the cars when the customers bring their cars in? Now there's two reasons you would walk around the car. You'd walk around the car to see if there's an upsell, maybe a broken headlight, maybe some wiper blades are needed. But the other reason for the walk around of the cars is you walk around the cars to check there's no damage on the car. And you note on the back of your RO if there is any damage, or on the front, depends which DMS system you use, whether there is any damage on the car, and you have the customer sign it so that it doesn't make the dealership responsibility if the customer says, oh, there was damage on my car, because you've already had the RO checked, signed by the customer to state whether there was or wasn't any damage on the vehicle. I ask you this question: do all your techs have the right tools? Are all your tools in working order? And another big question is to get your techs to perform to the ultimate perfection of where you want them to be. Are they rewarded for a job well done? Do you have a tech bonus system in place, whether it be a group bonus system for the whole workshop, or whether it be an individual tech bonus system? So again, if you don't have those in place, we're happy to talk to you and come up with some solutions to put some fantastic tech bonuses in place to get the techs to perform at their ultimate. Okay, so it's really important we look at those things as well. Another one is, how's your workshop culture? Is the workshop culture good? Do they all work together as a team? Are they all, all on the same page and things? And does the front office work well with the workshop? Do you, like with the service advisor, does the service advisor have access? They go and talk to every single technician about every job they want to talk about? Or do you have one point of contact on the workshop floor, which is the service advisor talks to the foreman? The foreman runs the floor, the service advisor is out the front. And it's really important that you keep that, because every time the service advisor is out talking to technicians, that is time they're not working on the job. That is time you're not billing out. So it's really, really important that you have that system set up as well. Okay, the work in progress report, open ROs, all pretty much one of the same thing. But how often do we check our open RO report as a DP? Because if you go and check your open ROs and you see that there's ROs that have been open for 7, 8, 9, 10 months, and some of them are warranty, what chances do you think the manufacturer is going to pay warranty on those? It's probably bugger all. It's really important when you have your weekly manager meetings with your parts and service managers that you go through that open RO report with them, and you want answers on why these warranty ROs aren't closed off. It's really important that you get them closed off as quick as you can, because it's dollars in your pocket, but it also makes sure that you're not going to get warranty claims that are going to go unpaid. Let's look at a scenario on lost time and lost productivity and how much it can affect a workshop. Let's say you've got 6 technicians and they lose 10 minutes a day. All right, so that gives you 1 hour a day, and let's say your labour rate's $100 an hour, and I know that $100 an hour is a pretty cheap labour rate, so that's 5 days a week at $100 is $500 for the week, and over the period of 12 months is $26,000 by just finding 10 minutes a day from each of the techs. Now where's that 10 minutes? Do they turn up at work at 8:30 when they start at 8:30, by the time they get on the job it's 25 to 9? Do they have a 20-minute smoko break instead of 15, what they're allowed for? Do they roll back in 5 minutes after their hour lunch break? Do they pack up and are ready to leave 5 minutes before the end of time? They're all times that you can be looking at to find those minutes that could be the difference between banking an extra $26,000 a year into your bottom line.